Good morning, class. How's everyone doing? Good, that's what I love to hear. You guys can go ahead and pull out your social studies notebook and a pen or a pencil you would like to take notes with today. Once you have that out on your desk, let me see 2 big thumbs up telling me you're ready to get started. Awesome, I see lots of thumbs up, so let's get into it. In this lesson today, we're going to understand the impact of our personal financial decisions. Now, from a show of hands, who has heard about personal finance before? Maybe your parents, someone? Okay, we have a few of you. Well, today we're going to learn about what personal finance is. So first off, personal finance is super important for everyone to learn about. As we get older, our financial decisions will become more impactful on how we live our lives. But it's important that we learn about them now because as we grow, our skills can improve and it will help us in the long run. So first off, let's talk about what are the elements of personal finance. So personal finance consists of budgeting, saving money, and appreciating the worth of our money. So I'll give you a few seconds to copy this down. But personal finance is not only about money, it's about our decisions and how we use our money. We're going to learn about the different aspects of how we use our money today, and then we're going to practice that in an assignment later. It'll be super fun. Okay, so now, money. Money is super important when it comes to personal finance, but what is money? Sure, we've all seen money before, that little green bill that you use to buy your favorite things in the store, but money acts as a medium of exchange and it facilitates trade and allows us to quantify value. So with a neighbor at your table, I want you guys to talk about really quick for 1 minute what you guys use money for. Awesome, I'm hearing some really great responses. Yes, money can be used for multiple different types of things. Now, on a sheet of paper, I want you to write your answer to this what would you do scenario. This will be turned in at the end of class today for our exit ticket, so I want you to make sure right now you go ahead and write your name at the top of your paper. Okay, now, what would you do in this situation? Your parents need you to go to the grocery store and get grocery shopping supplies for dinner. They want to make spaghetti and meatballs, which includes noodles, sauce, ground beef, and bread. They give you a $50 bill and the ingredients cost $35 total. What will you do with the rest of your money? Your parents have already said that you can keep whatever money is left over that you don't use. So I want you to write down on your piece of paper what you plan to do with your money. This could be, you could save it, you could give back to your parents even though they told you could keep it, you could buy something for your parents, maybe like flowers for your mom or your dad's favorite candy bar, you could use it for yourself and buy your favorite snack. I want to hear what you would do with your money. And there's no right or wrong answer to this, I just want to hear what you would do with it. Give you a few more seconds. Once you're done, place your pencil down. Let me see those thumbs up again, letting me know I can keep going. You still writing? Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. So, if your answer was to save the money, then you're already making smart and responsible choices with your money, so good job. Saving is necessary for our stability. It allows us to enable future investments, prevent debt from piling up, and can act as a safety net in difficult times. Say you're sitting in your car and your car will not start, and you're like, no, my car won't start. I don't have enough money to pay for a new car or to pay for these damages. But then you remember, I learned about saving in my 5th grade class. And then you say, I'm good now because I have money saved up to spend on these damages to my car. This is how we use it as a safety net in difficult times. It's a wonderful thing to have it as like you don't worry I don't have enough money in this time. Now, turn to your neighbor. I want you to discuss if you currently have a way that you're saving money. This could be a jar, a bag, you give it to your parents to safekeep. Do you have a piggy bank, or you just don't save money right now? Any of these answers are fine. I just want you to take like a few seconds to discuss how you're saving your money right now. I heard some good responses. Great job, guys. Now, the next part of personal finance is setting goals. Setting a financial goal is a great way to encourage us to save our money. When we have set goals, they can serve as motivation for us to want to save our money instead of spending it. So here's an example. Say that there's a new PlayStation that's going to be available next year. You set a goal to save up enough money to be able to purchase that new PlayStation when it comes out. Now, every time that you receive money, you will want to put it into your savings. That way you're able to buy that new PlayStation when it comes out. This is a great example of setting a financial goal. Another financial goal could simply be, I really want to buy my own candy when I go to the store with my mom. That could be only about $5, but that's still a great financial goal and a great way to motivate us to practice saving our money. The next part is budgeting. So, how do we start budgeting though? To begin budgeting, first we must understand where our money is coming from and where it's going. So, right now most of you probably don't have a job, and that's okay. You'll get there in the future. But you also may still be receiving money. Think about it. Do you ever receive money in a birthday card, or from your parents when you do something good, or from completing your chores, or on a holiday? I want you to turn to your neighbor really quick and discuss, how do you get money? Do you get it from your parents, from your grandparents on holidays? Tell a neighbor where you get your money from. Awesome. I heard another round of great responses to that. And finally, my favorite part when it comes to personal finance is spending money. It's a curse, but I do love spending money. But there's also a great way that we need to learn how to spend responsibly. It's important to know that there are two types of spending. There's spending responsibly and there's spending irresponsibly. When we're shopping, it's important that we stop and think, is this item I really want to buy? Is this a want, or do I need it? We need to think about this because it's often easy to see a toy we really want and say, oh, I need this toy. But in reality, do you really need the toy when you have two other toys at home? Not really. But then there is the case where you say, oh, we need dinner tonight and this pizza looks so good. That's when it's a need, because you need to eat dinner. Now we're going to do an activity on this next slide. So grab a sheet of paper and you're going to state whether it's a want or a need. So number 1, we have a new pair of shoes, but side note, you outgrew your old pair. Is this a want or a need? Number 2, an action figure at the store, or a Barbie doll, or basically any toy. Is that a want or a need? Number 3, cookies. We all love cookies. Is this a want or a need? Number 4, we have a bicycle. Super fun. But a want or a need? Number 5, a present for your aunt's birthday party. Need, want. And number 6, food for your dinner. A want or a need? When you have completed all of these, I want to see pencil down, 2 thumbs up, big smile. Few more. Awesome. Who's ready to see the answers? Okay, drum roll. Let's see. Here are your answers. Now you can also tally up your score if you would like, but this is not going to be taken for a grade. This is just for fun. Now, a new pair of shoes. When you outgrew your old ones, this makes new shoes a need. So, it's a need. If you did not outgrow your old ones, then new shoes is probably a want. I love shoes too, but it's a want. An action figure, Barbie doll, toy, anything that you would buy at the store, that's a want. Especially if you already have toys at home or something that you can play with, it's probably going to be a want. Cookies, as delicious as cookies are, they would be a want. You don't need cookies in your life, although they are really yummy, but that would be a want. A bicycle, that's a want. Again, as fun as bicycle is, you don't have to have a bicycle to have a great time, so a bicycle would be a want. Now, a present for your aunt's birthday party, that's a need. You want to be able to celebrate your aunt, and if you're going to her birthday party, you probably wanted to get her a present. So that would be a need. And then finally, food for your dinner. That's a need. You need to eat dinner. So if you want to get food for your dinner, that's going to be a need. Now, here is a chart. This shows an accurate example of a financial breakdown. So we have our pie chart. We learned about what a pie chart is. So this category is for your money saved. So you notice how this pie slice is fairly large. It's almost half of our entire circle. That's 40% of our money we're going to place into money saved. Now, money for needs. This is also a pretty large pie space. It's also almost half of the circle. This is because needs are important. We need to have money for our needs. And then finally, we can see our smaller pie slice is for money for wants. This is 20% of our money goes into money for wants because while they are wants, sometimes we can treat ourselves and get our wants. Now, we're going to look ahead to tomorrow. We're going to have our Friday finance quiz. Over these slides, there's going to be a short 10-question quiz. It's fairly easy, and I have so much confidence that you guys will do great. Tonight, I would like for you to read over the notes from this lesson plan. This will also be posted on our Google Classroom in case you need to look back over it. But I want you to just read through your notes and be prepared. All questions came from this slideshow, and I feel confident you'll do great. And looking ahead to next week, we will get a personal budget assignment on Monday. This is going to be an assignment where you're assigned a random monthly budget and you will place money into each of the 5 categories and then state how much money you're going to save, how much money you spent, and then if you had to make any changes as you were filling it out. You will be assigned this on Monday and you will have until next week, Friday, to turn it in. All right. Now, you can close up your social studies notebook and go ahead and pull out your math notebook. Take about 2 minutes to do this. If you need to grab some water, go ahead. And we're going to transition into our math time.